Hello and welcome to Better News. Tonight I'm going to talk to you about the most famous brand of Cuban cigars, and it's the Cohiba brand. It is one of the youngest brands of Cuban cigars. It was created in 1966, mainly for Fidel Castro and other diplomats and high-profile figures of the government. But in 1982, it was made available to the public. This cigar is particular. It's the most famous brand of cigars, probably also the most expensive on the market. And there are different reasons for that. It's the highest quality of cigars, of tobacco. It comes from the best Vegas of San Juan y Martinez and San Luis in Vuelta Abajo. That's the west of Cuba, where the best tobacco is found. So one of the reasons for this cigar to be considered the best is the best tobacco. Also, there's a third fermentation on the Ligero and on the Seco leaves that make the cigars. So the third fermentation is, of course, considered a plus for the test and the quality. Every cigar is also checked for the draw, so it's very unusual, very rare to get bad draw on a Cohiba cigar. As far as the lines are concerned, the first line, which was the classic line, was started in 1966, and it consists of. I'm going to look at the list in front of me. So first of all, you had the Lanceros, the Coronas Especiales, and the Panetelas, all released at the beginning, 1966 and 7. Then you had the Esplendidos in 89, Exquisitos in 89, the Robustos in 89 also. And then in the classic line, you also have the Pyramides Extra in 2012. Then after this classic line came the Linea 1492, also known as the Siglo line. So the first Siglo cigar was the Siglo 1. It was made in 1992. The release was 1994, but it was made for the 500th anniversary of the landing of Christopher Colombus. So the guy arrived in 1492, and they celebrated in 1992. This Siglo line also came after the departure of the Davidoff Cuban cigars. And so this line came to replace it. So came first the Siglo 1, then Siglo 2, 3, 4, and 5. The Siglo 6 arrived in 2002, 10 years later. It's probably the most iconic Cuban Cohiba cigar and Cuban cigar. And in the Siglo line came in 2016 the Medio Siglo. Then came the Maduro 5 line in 2007. The Maduro 5, Genios, the Magicos, and the Secretos. And these are really what we call Maduro, which are dark wrapper, because the wrapper is aged 5 years. We're making it much darker than the standard Cohiba cigars. So you have the Genios, Magicos, and Secretos made in 2007. Then came in 2010 the most iconic line of Cuban cigars, which is the Behike line. And that's the Behike 52, 54, and 56. Obviously, 52, 4, and 6 are the diameters of the cigars. So this Cuban brand is definitely the most famous. If you go to your local shops to buy Cuban cigars, you will see that the Cohiba cigars are the most expensive. They are the most difficult to get and to find, especially the Behikes. I remember a time where I used to buy Cohiba Behike 54 for 350, 400 euros. That's or $400. That was $40 a stick. And now it's $2,500, 2,500 euros. So that's 250 euros a stick, which is times 6. So this is what happens to the most famous brand of Cuban cigars. There is very high demand for it in the world, and because of that, the prices are going up. I hope you know more now about this cigar brand, and please leave us some questions if you have any, and we will answer them. Goodbye.